Good afternoon, friends. Once again, welcome back to the online session of SST. We are going through the chapter Motions of Earth. We had completed rotation in our last video. Now we'll start with the next motion of Earth, that is called revolution. The Earth revolves around the Sun in an elliptical orbit. It is not a circle. It is elliptical like this, like an egg-shaped elliptical. Here it is Sun in the center. Okay, so this is called elliptical orbit. You can see here. You can see the orbits now. These are orbits of different planets. Can you see this? Different orbits. Now see the Earth orbit. It is also an elliptical shape. It is not round or circle. It is elliptical shape. Fine. So this is the shape of the orbit of Earth. And when the Earth moves around the Sun, that kind of motion is called as revolution. Hope it's very clear. Okay, going ahead, there are certain facts about the revolution of Earth. Now you can see this is the Sun. And this is the revolution of Earth. It is going this way. Can you see this? Yeah. Anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. Now the time taken by Earth for one complete revolution is 365 days plus 6 hours. So it takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. So but we take year as 365 days. So what about this 6 hours? So suppose in 1 year 6 hours are left. Next year again 6 hours. Next year again 6 hours. In the 4th year, this 6 plus 6 plus 6, 18 plus 6 hours gets 24 hours. So 24 hours makes a day. So the 4th year will have 366 days. And this is called as, what do we call? We call it leap year. So every 4th year is a leap year. Right, it has 366 days. Why? Because because the revolution time, or the time taken by the Earth for one complete revolution is 365 days and 6 hours. So in 4 years, when we add the 6 hours, it becomes 24 hours. So 1 day is added, so it becomes 366 days, and hence every 4th year it will be a leap year, and it will have 366 days, which is added in February. Fine, good. So okay, next thing is about revolution. The distance between the Earth changes due to revolution because it's an elliptical orbit. So you can see here, I'll just show you in the next slide maybe. Yeah, here you can see, here it is closer in this and this Earth is closer to Sun, and this, when it is in this position, it is far away from the Sun because of the elliptical thing. So this is small distance and this is long distance. Yeah, that's what we wanted to say there. The distance between the Earth and Sun changes due to the revolution. Sometimes it's near to the Sun, sometimes it is far away from the Sun. And because of this change in distances, this change of distance also causes change in seasons. So different seasons come because of this changes in the distance of Earth from the Sun. Fine. Then again, the Earth revolves in an elliptical shape. We had seen this. As the Earth revolves, it gets closer and farther away from the Sun. That also you understood. The angle that Sun hits the Earth causes seasons. Now, why there are certain seasons? So now we have to see about solstice. We are going to see about solstice, a small introduction in this year. Next year you will have full of that. So the same picture we have taken, or the diagram we have taken. Now see, in this portion, because we know that Earth is not on a straight axis, it is tilted. Sorry, it is tilted. So when it's tilted in this way, here the northern hemisphere is lying towards the Sun. So what happens? Now you understood, it is tilted one, so it will be towards the Sun. When it comes here, it will be away from the Sun. Here southern hemisphere will be towards the Sun. So what will happen? This is called summer solstice. In the northern hemisphere, when it is tilted towards the Sun, northern hemisphere is towards the Sun, the day is longest and the night is shortest. It is on 21st June in northern hemisphere. But what happens in southern hemisphere, it is away from the Sun. So what will happen? The shortest day and longest night will be there on 21st June because of the revolution. So remember, summer solstice is 21st June, where the day is longest and night is shortest in the northern hemisphere, whereas the day is shortest and night is longest in the southern hemisphere. Similarly, opposite to this we have in winter solstice. because northern hemisphere is now away, now sun is this side. Okay, suppose this is sun and this side southern hemisphere is towards the sun. So southern hemisphere will have longest day and shortest night, whereas the northern hemisphere will have longest night and shortest day. This is on 22nd of December. This is winter solstice. This is about all about rotation, revolution and solstices. Summer solstice, winter solstice. Remember the date and remember what happens in northern and southern hemisphere. Okay. So thank you. This is all about this chapter. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have any doubts, you can ask me on my personal WhatsApp. Thank you. Have a nice day.